Hey there, this is James with Carp's Bees, and I was really excited to bring you this video of an upgrade to my bee mobile, but unfortunately my GoPro audio went kaput. So for most of this video I don't have any audio, so I'm just going to do the voiceover. This is the installation of some storage pockets that really caught my eye. And you can see here from the video, these aluminum metal storage pockets connect to the end of the bed and then to the wheel well. And this particular Agri-Cover version of this, you can see this plate here, can be installed in two different ways. One on the Jeep Gladiator here, you're going to need that extra bracket that I'm showing you right there. You'll have to install that to the inside of the truck bed wall and then connect the end of the storage pocket to that. So here what you have to do is just kind of make sure you mark everything appropriately. So you want to go ahead and just pre-install those brackets. You're going to end up taking those off, so just go ahead and put those on loosely. And what I'm looking for here is just to make sure it evens up. So, let's say I put some dimensional lumber or something in. I just want to make sure that, the front and the back of the actual pocket is nice and lined up and equal. So, it doesn't kind of fade in or flare out. And just use a pencil to mark your holes. And one thing I did find out, it comes with some self-tapping screws. That didn't work out so well. You're going to have to pre-drill those. And what I found in the back of the Jeep Gladiator here, where I needed to put the hole in it, there's actually an overlapping piece of metal. So it took a little effort to get through that, but made it through no problem. So then you switch over to, it's just a number 3 Phillips head screw. So you just put that in there. And again, this is self-tapping, so just word of caution, you want to be ultra careful not to over tighten that thing. Otherwise you'll strip it out and you'll have to find another place to install it. So I'm going ahead and doing the first one here on the passenger side. Managed to go ahead and get that bracket on, and then you'll see that I'll just go ahead and attach the bracket with the available bolt, washer, locking washer, and nut. And there's 2 of those that attach to the bracket for the wall mounting. Another word of caution here is, you can push that pocket all the way to the back of the truck bed. You want to make sure, number 1, that the door closes freely. But number 2 is that you can reach inside that little wall, that bump out there where the actual door bed connects to the frame, and you can reach in there and put that screw back or a bolt back in. So that's what I'm kind of showing here. So after getting this one on the passenger side installed, one other note is they do a pretty good job of sanding these or beveling these down, so you're not really going to just cut yourself pretty easily. But if you dropped your hand or scratched on it pretty hard, you could cut yourself. So if you got kids crawling around your truck bed, you might want to put something over top of that top edge to make sure that doesn't happen. So once you go ahead and get it installed, to near the back of the truck bed, you want to go ahead and put a single bolt into the wheel well, and then jump over to the other side. And that's what I'm doing now. And the nice thing is, once I have the passenger side hole marked, I can pretty much easily find where I need to do that on the driver's side. And that's what I'm completing here. So take that self-tapping screw, run that through the bracket, and go ahead and screw it on in. I think it would have worked just a tiny bit better with an impact driver versus a regular drill motor, so I should have grabbed that, but didn't. And again, being very careful here not to over tighten this, just have it nice and snug. And here you'll get a better shot of what the actual bolt, the 2 bolts look like. They're actually square heads that fit into there so that they don't spin as you go ahead and screw the nut down. So you get a plain washer, you get a locking washer, and then just a nut to screw on there. So do that for each of the 2 bolts and you will be good to go. The other thing to keep in mind is once you go ahead and do what I'm doing here, which is putting that single self-tapping screw into the wheel well, you're going to want to go back and tighten down those bolts a little more firmly on that bracket. Each of the pockets does have 3 holes where you can attach to the wheel well, so it only gives you 1 bolt, but I was thinking, if that broke free for some reason, I'd just go ahead and get a couple more of those self-tapping screws and more securely attach it to the wheel well. So you can see here, it looks pretty good. Things are nice and even. I didn't really get a tape measure out or anything to measure it, but just eyeballing it, it looks pretty good. You can see that on both sides. You don't need many tools for this. Like I said, you just need a drill motor or impact driver, something to mark the holes, wrench, and you're good to go. So one of the reasons I really liked these storage pockets was they match perfectly my tonneau cover. So I have the Lomax tonneau cover here that you can actually walk on. I have that so when I go do swarm captures of bees, I could just pull the truck up, step on that truck bed, and walk on the tonneau cover if I need to. If I need that extra, couple feet to get a little higher. I'm no 6 foot tall here, so any extra height might be helpful in that situation. And again, as you fold it back, see, it looks really nice, I think. So matches nicely for what I'm trying to accomplish here from a look and feel perspective. I do have the spray in bed liner. Was no problem to drill through that. Actually probably made it a little easier to kind of mark my hole and put it where it needs to go. One thing to keep in mind is you do have a few places to strap things down. So some of that's blocked off a bit by the pocket, but I think you could just run bungees over top or underneath, no problem there. You also get a couple notches where you can put in a bar to kind of further hold things or secure things or separate things. You'll see these little notches coming up here on top and on bottom of both the passenger and driver side, and those are even across. So and the outlet is completely accessible, so that's not blocked in any way. So there you have it. Looks pretty good. We're going to go ahead and show you what a load configuration looks like. After I close things up here, we'll open it back up and just give you a sample. See if I could do a real quick configuration for a combination of beekeeping and playing hockey. So anyway, show you how those pockets work, and here we go. So yeah, so these pockets are good. We can run some bungee cords across here. I can keep some frames in here if I want to. Storage for my hive tool, little tool belt, and then over here the bigger set of tools in the bag. Plus we got room for, there's a deep box back there. We got nuke boxes. These are another type of nuke box that I'm going to use to breed bees. So in addition, I can get my water bottles in here and my hockey sticks. So, and if I really wanted to, I could throw a hockey bag back there, but I probably would just throw it in the back seat of the Jeep. So there you have it. Liking these pockets. So still plenty of room to store stuff. Oh, one thing broken hockey sticks are good for, right here. So if I want to slot something in between, these are locked in, and I'm holding it down with bungee cords, but yeah, so this just provides some additional divider space as needed. And these are short enough that if I don't need them, I can just lay them long ways at the bed and get rid of them. So I think if I take this one out, it'll give me basically the depth of one of these nuke boxes, certainly one of those deep boxes back there. So lots of ways to configure this, and then also in the way back there, just some extra diesel in case we need it. So there you go. All right, looking good. So again, really happy with these pockets and the install.